What's going on, YouTube? It's Dagreenshiz here. On August 15th, I sent in my first edition base set Charizard to CGC trading cards to have it graded. It all started, I cracked it out of a PSA 6.5 case, hoping to upgrade, and let's see where we are. Before we just jump right into it, showing the card, this cost me only $75 to get graded. Not including the shipping, it was not that much, probably 20 bucks. $75, no upcharges to grade a first edition base set Charizard. That's freaking amazing. And it all happened in the matter of 1 to 2 weeks or so. I delayed it too long after my last video. I waited about a week, submitted it. So it was probably about a week to get my grade and get the card back. So not too bad at all. But like I had mentioned in my previous video, if you haven't watched that, highly recommend you go check it out. It's only about 5 minutes long, kind of the intro of where I got this card, but I'll kind of give you a little story right now. Bought the card off Heritage Auctions for $5,000, all in. All in, $5,000 was my cost. The plan was to get the PSA 6.5, crack it out of the slab, send it in, get it graded, and hopefully profit off it, working towards my PSA 9 first edition base set Charizard. It cost a lot of money saving up for it, so hoping this is just one of the stepping stones to get there. And I guess let's just, without further ado, let's just jump right into it and see what we got, shall we? I finally got this box open. There is way too much freaking tape on these things, so I'm going to crack this open. I'm going to pull the card out and not look at the grade. Set that aside real quick. So just to mention, I did predict my subgrades. I predicted all of those, wrote them down on a sticky note. In my video prior, I guesstimated it might be an 8 based on a condition, and I had showed the condition not inside of encapsulation, but I had guessed a 9 centering, 8 corners, 7 edges, and 8 surface, which would round out to be about an 8 on the CGC scale. So let's just see what we got, shall we? I'm not going to look. Show you guys first where we're at. That's freaking dope, dude. So I haven't looked at the subgrades because they're really small looking through the camera at it. But let's go, dude. CGC 8. Literally, I nailed it on the head. So let's look at the subgrades. I guessed centering 9. It got a 9. Corners 8. It got an 8. Surface 8. It got an 8. Edges 7, I guessed, and it got a 7.5. I was 0.5 off on my estimated subgrades. 0.5. So if you were to add all the subgrades up, my estimation versus actual, I estimated 0.5 below the actual, which is freaking insane. Wow. Upgraded from a CG or a PSA 6.5, which is roughly, I'd say a $6-ish thousand card. I purchased it, I thought was pretty cheap at $5,000. So a CGC 8 last sold was like $9,000 on eBay, minus maybe $1,000 in fees and all that crap. So probably right around $8,000, I would say this would sell for on eBay, after fees and everything. That might be the place I'm going to go. I don't know. So really excited to get this thing knocked off. So it's nerve-wracking because if you watch the other video, I pretty much had to like drop the card out of the case onto the table and pick it up, obviously. But man, I was nervous. I maybe would have damaged the card, and getting an 8 is awesome. And seeing this card again, like the thing looks freaking gorgeous in a CGC slab. And I pulled my PSA slabs out. My PSA 9 Blastoise, just comparing them side by side, there's like no contest to me. That freaking CGC slab is like crystal clear. I don't know. There's something about it. They just look freaking good. Not sponsored by CGC by any means, but I know these sell for more. So I'm just tied down. Like all of my first edition bases and PSA slabs. So I kind of stuck to it now. Maybe after I get it all in 9s, maybe I'll trade down to a CGC 9 set. I don't know, but I love the way they freaking look in these. If this would have pulled a 9, I probably would have just kept it, and I wouldn't have sold it, and I would have been done. But we still have some work to do. This is a huge milestone, just being able to knock this off the belt. So who's next? Who's next? I'm always looking for cards to upgrade like that. It's huge. It's huge. I'll be looking for more stuff around that range. PSA 6, PSA 5s. Stuff around there tends to be pretty undergraded, I would say. This one had some light, like it was on the corners, or the edges. It got a 7.5, had a little bit more whitening. The front is flawless. Like, the eye appeal of this card is amazing. And I'll show it at the end of this video. I'll do just like a panorama on the card itself, showing you the card in detail. How this thing looks, man. The front is mint. It's slightly off center, which is why I got a 9 on centering. But the thing is gorgeous. Sad to see her go, though. It's going to be sad to let her go, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory. I'm not selling my my PSA 9 sets by any means, but I'll show those in the video as well. Kind of like just show you side by side PSA and CGC action. So yeah, let me know if you're selling any really nice PSA 6 cards, because I'm looking, man. I'm looking. So let me know what you think. Hopefully you learned something. I have shown my failures. I have had a few where I've crossed incorrectly, but I'm batting 1,000 on the really expensive stuff, which definitely helps. So, yeah, this is fun, man. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're having a good time. Peace.